Good afternoon, I'm James Preston reporting live from Kalkine's TV studios in Sydney, and this is the Stocks in Action show. In today's edition, we'll take an in-depth look at a number of key stocks and their recent performance, including the likes of Westgold and TerraCom, but let's begin with EML Payments. Shares of the innovative payment solution provider were trading down on Friday as the company provided an update that the Irish Central Bank wants limits applied to EML's prepaid financial services business. The limits set could materially impact the PFS Card Services Ireland Europeans operation. However, specific financial estimates were not provided by EML. The Central Bank of Ireland has invited PCSIL to provide its submissions related to the impact of these limits, which PCIL intends to do by the 28th of October 2021. The CBI and PCSIL are in ongoing dialogue regarding the concerns raised by CBI and PCSIL's remediation plans. EML claims the rest of its Australian and European operations remain unaffected though. EML is independently regulated in multiple regions and is committed to ensuring the highest standards in global operations. Let's now turn our attention to Western Australia with gold miner and developer Westgold. Westgold shares were trading down on Friday after the company announced that it has received significant incoming positive engagement from shareholders of Gascoyne Resources regarding Westgold's announcement of the intention to make an off-market takeover offer for all of the issued shares in Gascoyne. Westgold's offer is subject to the Firefly scheme not proceeding and a number of conditions including inter alia and a minimum acceptance condition of 50.1% in terms of shareholdings. Westgold alerted all shareholders that it is expediting documentation in preparation to launch the offer. Gascoyne shareholders will be provided with an opportunity to consider and accept its offer. Let's move on now to news surrounding TerraCom. Shares of the ASX-listed coal mining services provider TerraCom were trading up as the company advised its shareholders that the extended maturity date of the 8th of October 2021 will lapse at the end of today, and as a result, the company and Note Trustee 2 have formally agreed to enact the restructured finance arrangement of the existing debt as announced on the 21st of September. As the new refinance program has now been formally enacted, all parties have engaged their respective lawyers to complete long-term formal legal documentation to reflect the term sheet already agreed. The announcement stated that the long-form legal documentation is expected to be a streamlined process, noting the parties already have a pre-existing set of documents that govern the existing facility. This documentation will be completed no later than the 30th of November 2021. The company also stated that coal prices and a demand for them continue to assist TerraCom towards an annuity stream for shareholders through sustained dividends. Well, time now for a very short break on Kalkine TV. More stocks in action in just a moment. Has your week hit you for six? Barely had time to breathe, let alone throw a flick past? Well, don't worry, Kalkine has all your sport action covered. Each episode, I'll bring you the biggest sports news of the week. Exclusive interviews with athletes, sports commentators, and journalists. Plus, we'll also look at the finances off the field from new broadcast deals, sports commercial partnerships, and more with sports business. So for a sports show that tackles all the big issues, ball and all, join me, James Preston, for Game On every Friday, exclusive to Kalkine TV. Thanks for joining us on Kalkine TV. I'm James Preston with you live from Sydney for the Stocks in Action show. Let's now turn our focus to consumer goods distributor Metcash. Metcash has updated that group's CEO, Jeff Adams, has notified the board of his intention to retire. Metcash has subsequently appointed a new CEO, Doug Jones. He's currently the CEO and Vice President of South African-based Massmart Wholesale. Jones has extensive international experience across wholesale, retail and e-commerce markets. He spent the past 14 years with the Johannesburg Stock Exchange listed Massmart Group, which is majority owned by Walmart Incorporated. The appointment of Jones follows the completion of a well-managed process, including a thorough global search instigated by the board after Jeff Adams had earlier indicated a likely intention to retire in 2022. Mr. Jones will join Metcash on February 1st and will work closely with Mr. Adams on a smooth transition into the role. And lastly, shares of cotton producer Namoi were up on Friday as the company shared that it has entered into various agreements with KCC, Kimberley Cotton Company, to invest, construct and operate a new gin to service the Ord River irrigation area. Namoi has further shared that it has executed a convertible note agreement with KCC to acquire a 10% interest in KCC for 1.01 million Aussie dollars, comprising of convertible notes and ordinary fully paid shares. This investment will be delivered in 2 instalments by mid-2022. However, Namoi has announced that the payment and timing are subjected to the satisfaction of various local and operational conditions on or before the 22nd of March 2022. Well, that's a wrap for today's Stocks in Action. Keep watching Kalkine TV for more live trending market updates. I'm James Preston, signing off for now.